Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Glare. So today we're going to be testing out a pirate rogue that I've been playing on the ladder. I wanted to showcase this deck. It's based on a guy who I ran into on the ladder, who was about 600 ranks higher than me. I was 1400. He was actually at 620 when I ran into him, so a little more than 600 ranks ahead of me. But I really like the idea. It's a ship's cannon based smork pirate rogue at this point. I've kind of made some adjustments based on what I saw in his deck. I think his name was Rodikesh. To give credit where credit is due, it wasn't my initial idea, but I've taken it and I've rolled with it. This feels like the cleanest version of the deck. We have added patches. We've added a little bit more of a, like we added the Bloodsail Howler, so a little bit more of a pirate package than I saw from the opponent that gave me the idea to give this deck a whirl. Um, as of recording, I'm 6-4 with the list. I lost the last two games. I had won bunch in a row. We were 6-2, and then queued into some rough matchups and lost a couple. But it really does feel like this deck is a contender. I've been playing it at top 1500, climbed a little bit. It's not my like go-to type of deck necessarily. I'm more of a combo player right now. But when you want to play an easy, fast aggro deck, this might be your list of choice. Um, I'll link the deck code in the description to this video. You guys should also see in the description of the video a bit of information about me. So I stream nightly on Twitch, twitch.tv/glare. And I have, obviously, this YouTube that I'm doing the Gaming with Glare episodes on every week since mid-December. Actually, mid-November. I think it's been November that we started. So it's been 11 weeks. This is the 11th episode. I'm really happy to share these cool decks I have with you guys. So it's good to have you along for this journey. Thanks for anybody who's been able to support me by just clicking the button. You know, everybody always plugs it, but if you subscribe, it makes my life a lot better. On YouTube, obviously on Twitch, you don't have to do anything related to subscribing because that costs money. But on YouTube, it's free, so give it a whirl. You'll get notified when new content comes out, and it feeds the YouTube algorithm. So I really appreciate that help. And without further ado, we'll jump in to check out the games that I have played with the deck. A couple of good ones in there, so I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you check out my Twitch and do also check me out on Twitter. I tweet pretty constantly, so I have a sort of history, basically a log of all the decks I've played for the last year. I only joined Twitter in January 2021, but it's been fun. I get to see what people think of the deck ideas I have, and I'm not always. Sometimes I feel like I play in a vacuum, right? Like I'm a content creator. I'm always streaming. I'm always making YouTube videos, and it's good to have the feedback from people on Twitter, you know, constructive criticism and stuff. Anyway, that's it. Without further ado, we'll hop into the next part of the video, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for checking out my stuff. All right. All right, guys. So we are queuing up, trying to find a game with this pirate rogue that I've made based on rank 620's list that I ran into. We'll see what we can do with it. I'm not hugely optimistic, but it seems like it could work. It beat me. I was on Priest. We're against a Priest with it, so we'll see what we can do. I bricked the game when I was playing against a list very similar to this that was piloted by rank 620, so it's kind of likely that he can win. If he's Shadow, we win with Ship's Cannon and Bloodsail Howler. I'm pretty sure I want to put patches in the deck, but I haven't found space yet. I might cut a Wicked Step. That can be one of the weaker cards in a list like this. But for now, we're just going to keep it as is and sort of tease out what needs to change as time passes. So the good cards in the deck are Ship's Cannon and Hook Scimitar, like the broken. Oh, and Secret Passage is also broken. All right, so I want to coin Hero Power here, and then next turn, keep the weapon up. I want to next turn play the cannon, and then go Saucy Deckhand, and hopefully the one drop that we top deck. We have to go really fast. There's a world where I like waited and coined ship's cannon into Saucy Deckhand, but I don't love that since we're not running patches. Yeah, we just gem the ship's cannon, I think. And I'm gonna swing face here because we have the weapon now. Makes him want a hero power, kind of. Gives him a thing to do, I guess, if he's not using his mana. I think he's playing Inner Fire, Divine Spirit. But we'll see. If he is, we have a chance here. He won't as likely have the clear. They run Silence, but he's already traded a Shard of the Naru away. Fantastic. Alright, so it's Saucy Deckhand. I think we want to hold the Blood Sail Howler. There's no reason to play the Secret Passage yet, so we don't. Next turn, I'm going to hopefully top take a 1-drop. I might Secret Passage next turn, looking for a playable pirate. Having these Dark Scimitars kind of stranded is rough, but I think the play I made was correct. Okay, we're dead to Dreadlord? Not Dreadlord, Deathlord. But it looks like he's dead. To our Smork. Eviscerate's really good here, but we don't want to play it yet. Unless we do. Unless we want to go Blood Sail Howler plus Eviscerate. That could be a good play. I like that. Actually. We're actually kind of close to winning if it had gone face. So we trade here. Obviously, always. And I think we're eviscerating the 4/4, trading a 2/3 into a 1/1. I don't think they run Breath of Dreams. We're definitely doing that trade. And then it's if we're killing the 4/4 or going full face. I have to kill the 4/4. Unfortunately. It's good that the cannon's on lower health, actually, because they don't often run Breath of the Infinite. He could be, but they don't often. And then if you can't kill this board, we are in a position where we very often, he's healing our cannon and our 3/3, but him not having the Potion of Madness into the 2/3. He does now have that, but him not having the clean buff, he's just killing it off so he doesn't die. I was worried he might kill our board, or kill us rather, steal the 2/3 and then buff it a bunch of times and kill us. Anyway, Piercing Shot is the name of the card, by the way, from before that I couldn't think of in the previous game, but for what it's worth. So we're going to go Secret Passage here. We're looking for Burn, and we're looking for Draw. And Ship's Cannon would have been nice as well. So we're going to play the Foxy, Eviscerate his face. We're just going to dump the hand here. Perfect. Alright, so he's got 14 life, sorry, 12 life. I forgot that we were going to be able to, like, the animations on pirates take so long. It's an issue. We haven't found Parachute Brigand, Dread Corsair, but we found most of the good cards this game. This game's going well. So far. Shadow Word Void is annoying. But he's not killing us, hopefully. Honestly, he might kill us here. He might have Potion of Madness into super buff the 2/5. He doesn't, though. Doesn't appear to. Shard of the Naru gets traded. Okay. I don't know if that was correct. It seemed wrong. Trading Shard of the Naru seemed wrong. He's going to buff that, maybe? Oh, Power Word Shield. He's going to kill us. Next turn, he's going to kill us. We need to damage, though. We need to damage our own minion. Or we can just win the game. That would be cool too. So if we find, I guess, Prize Plunderer to damage our own minion. I like the Dread Corsair though. I'm going to go Sky Pirate, Hooked Scimitar, and Dread Corsair, Sky Pirate. We're going to trade the 2/7. We only have 9 damage. This is always going face. I could kill the 1/4. But I'm afraid of dying to the 2/7. I don't want it to kill me, right? We have lethal if he doesn't have the clear. If he doesn't have the clear or the kill, then we have lethal. With any point of burn. So Sinister Strike. I'm assuming he's gonna board clear but not kill us. In this scenario, Wicked Stab is lethal. Eviscerate's lethal. Ship's Cannon might be lethal. There are a lot of lethals. A lot of good outcomes. That's a good start for him. Renew into like Palm Reading into Spirit Lash could be good for him. Or Breath of the Infinite even. He has mana. No, he doesn't have mana to play the Breath of the Infinite, but he could play Spirit Lash if he got it off of a Palm Reading. They don't usually even run Palm Reading. I'm just listing cards that could kill us. It's not even likely. So yeah. Hopefully we won the game. This was a bit of a quick game considering that he's playing the deck that he's playing. Condemn? Spirit Lash or Condemn is probably what's being held right here. Inner Fire. Okay, we won. Neat. Wow. The deck doesn't feel overpowered, but that was a clean game. We got there. I mean, that was like... I mean, it wasn't the cleanest, but we got there with a comfortable level of confidence, I guess you could call it. So that was a cool game. That game was an example of the deck doing what it needs to do. We found Eviscerates when we needed them. Sinister Strike got damage in early. We found the weapon. We mulliganed correctly for, I think, for Shadow Priest, but we ended up having a good hand into what we faced anyway. So that was a cool game. Alright, so I'm going to make a quick adjustment before we play this game. I'm going to put in a Patches. I'm going to take out one Wicked Stab for Patches. And this should make the deck a little better. We have a lot of pirates, so getting Patches out of the deck is really important. And Wicked Stab is generally not as good as Eviscerate or even Sinister Strike in a deck like this, but you want that critical mass. So you want at least like 4 to 5 burn spells with any deck like this that's trying to go face really hard as Rogue. So I'm going to call this the deck, and we're going to go back in. So we're looking for a game. Obviously, the deck is meant to do a very specific thing, and I want to showcase the deck doing that very specific thing. So I may not include all the games I play. At this point, I believe we're 1-1, but I don't know how the games are going to play out. Right? It might be that this is the first game I show, or the last game I show, or if I only show one game. I mean, this is like a great hand. Not necessarily into Shaman, but we full keep minus the Wicked Stab, I think. Do I keep Sinister Strike? I think I just keep Double Buck, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's Double Buck and we look for the Parachute Brigand. Didn't find it, but we can play the Buck and coin another Buck, or we can play the Buck and Hero Power next turn. We found Parachute Brigand. If only we had a cannon in hand. I'm going to see if he has the answer. If he doesn't have the answer, he's dead. If we top deck cannon, I'm so sad, by the way. It would be that literal perfect cannon. Devolve is fine. It might upgrade the board. It downgrades the board, but that's fine. We're going to Hero Power here, swing face with everything. He could have a removal here. So he could have Lightning Storm. He could have Perpetual Flame. I think it's very likely we win from here, though. Probably going to Secret Passage because our deck is so cheap. Just look for burn. We're not a board-based deck, really, so we don't really care about the Ice Fishing. It's just an awkward draw for him on that turn. I'm going to go Secret Passage here. We got garbage. Oh, wait, we didn't get garbage. We found Let's Go But we can attack with the Sussy Deckhand, and the Bloodsail Flybooter means that once he kills our board, we can reload. The Pirate's also fodder if we find a ship's cannon at any point. Cool. So he's on 16 health. He's on 28 if he has Healing Rain, but we're going to pretend that's not a real card. That card can't hurt us. Next turn is Sky Pirate Raiding Party. Then we Scimitar. It's turn 4. He might have drawn Mutanus. He's not immediately playing the combo, so I think he doesn't have it. He doesn't actually have it, guys. That's huge. Incredibly important for us that he didn't have it. So we go Sky Pirate, Raiding Party, and next turn we pop off. Could also have gone Raiding Party and hoped to find a Prize Plunderer, but that wasn't guaranteed. I like my line best, I think. So next turn we go probably Sky Pirate, Weapon, Abyss. And then we can play a Dread Corsair too. I think he has Flurgle Toxfin and he's just being super greedy with it. But everything's going face for the rest of the game on 100%. And then we get Reno'd and we die and it's fine. Oh, it's not a Reno deck. He actually doesn't have the Flurgle Tox yet. Now he does, but he didn't have it before. He's running Scargo Mutinous, which is weird. That's fine. We're fine with that. We've done enough damage that it doesn't matter. He's not Reno, so I think we always get there. Like, almost always get there. We're going to go Sussy Deckhand. Weapon. We can play out a Dread Corsair. And we can play a Prize Plunderer dealing 3 to the 2-3. Face. And face. And then next turn we have Over the Top with Wicked Stab into Eviscerate. I'm glad I ran into that guy playing this deck, man. This feels kind of busted. I mean, we shouldn't be winning this fast with a deck like this. But you have to win this fast for the deck to be viable. Wild decks interact with what you're doing too much for this. Wow, he actually doesn't. We just win. We just win turn 6. Let's go. GG. That was clean. So that's the deck doing what it needs to do. Beautiful game.